Today I am at Animal Kingdom. You can see the Tree of Life behind me. I want to show you everything you can do to make this park a full day. There's so many activities that you can do. There's so many things to spot. I just saw Divine, which is this girl who explores Animal Kingdom, and she's definitely a sight to see. And then you can also be a wilderness explorer from the movie Up, and there's so many things for young kids to do and activities to hit. Make sure you subscribe to our 407 and Beyond YouTube channel. That way you can see anything that's coming up, what's new coming to Disney, and much more. But today is going to be all about Animal Kingdom. As soon as you walk into Animal Kingdom, take a right. I'm starting off over there because a lot of times if you go left, it gets very congested because that's where the world of Pandora is, and a lot of people are trying to hit the Avatar Flight of Passage. So for my preference, I like it to be less busy, so I start off on the right side of the park. Something else that I found at Animal Kingdom, there's a lot of live performances, and I'm about to walk up on one, so let's go check it out. This area is right before you enter Dino Land USA. I just got my dopamine for the day, so let's go into Dino Land because they're closing a few different areas of the park. I know they have walls up already, but Dinosaur is still open to ride. A lot of their people today are making their way to Dino Land USA. It's also a Friday during spring break, so it's definitely going to have a little bit of a higher crowd. Here's another really cool area. Definitely just explore Animal Kingdom. There is so much to find. This one is really cool. Even though they're closing Dino Land USA, I have a theory they're gonna leave some type of hidden gem, a little Easter egg, to keep the memory of Dinosaur alive. One thing I do love about Disney is they always have these little areas that kids could go, hang out, make new friends. I know my niece, who's 6 years old, always loves finding these spots. And one of them that is still open is called the Boneyard, and this was always one of my niece's favorite places to go. I even remember when I was younger, the Boneyard was my favorite place to go and hang out because there's so much to do, and it's very shaded, so if you let your kids go hang out, make new friends, and burn some energy, you could sit in the shade. That's what me and my family would do. I also think it's one of the coolest areas Disney has for kids to go and hang out. I'm wondering if that's gonna be the little Easter egg that they leave, but they're probably gonna end up retheming that too. And then right after it, they do have an area where you could meet Donald. There are a ton of photo spots throughout Animal Kingdom, so definitely keep an eye out for them. And that one's really cool because you get to meet Donald. And right on the other side is a spot where you can meet Daisy. So once you see this dinosaur, you come over here, and there's another huge dinosaur over here. But Daisy is over here meeting a few families and getting photos. She's so cute. Here we go, entering the dinosaur ride. Thing for this ride is it's fast, it's a blast, it's in the past, which is sad because eventually it will be in the past for real. But we just came upon the little T-Rex right here. This is another great photo spot to hit. And here's the dinosaur we're going to be saving today. I just got off of Dinosaur. It was so much fun. That ride never gets old for me. And now I'm gonna start wandering around and start making my way over to Mount Everest. But there is a Finding Nemo show on the way, so I'm thinking I might hit that. But sometimes it has like designated show time, so I'll just see if it's close to the time it is right now. All of the walls are up from the area that got closed for Dinosaur. Change is good. And there's also a few signs along the way. Look beyond what you see. But if you follow the green wall, it takes you into Asia, where the first thing you'll see is the Finding Nemo show. And then after that, you see Mount Everest, and it's pretty hard to miss. Then here's the Finding Nemo. The show times are 11, 12, 1, 2:30, 3:30, and 4:30. It's also great to go and check out the shows because it gives you some time to rest, because you will walk a lot in Disney, but the AC in here is amazing. So if it's a very hot day, take time, check out shows, and let's go watch Nemo. I'm so happy I went to the Finding Nemo show. That was so awesome. At the end, they had bubbles falling down, which was really beautiful, and all the kids trying to catch them. And at one point, Marlin and Dory came out into the audience, which was really fun. And we got to see the shark scene, which is one of my favorite parts about watching Finding Nemo. And probably one of everyone's favorite character is Crush, so we got to see Crush the turtle, and he was really cool, and his scene was just a masterpiece. I think that was probably one of the coolest parts in the whole show. That's definitely a must watch. The AC was awesome. When I came out, I'm like, whew, all the heat coming in. I actually got kind of really cool during that show. But now we're going to be walking into Asia. We go over a bridge, and that's where we get to Mount Everest. And Mount Everest is just so spectacular. And we come over this little bridge. I'm gonna ride Mount Everest. The best thing is I could go on single rider, and this is probably the fastest single rider lane. I think it's kind of a little hidden, like if you look for it and know what you're looking for, you'll definitely find it. But I say if you go with a group of 4 or less, as long as you're not with kids, it's definitely faster, especially midday, because the line will go up throughout the day and go back down at night. But if you hit it in the morning, it's typically just a walk on. The one time my family and I went, and at night we just kept going on it because there wasn't a long wait time. I think a lot of people go to Animal Kingdom and then park hop to another park. That's why I think Animal Kingdom is a full day park, because midday, go grab your lunch, go grab your coffee, walk around, take everything in. But at the end of the day, and earlier on in the day, you could hit all of the rides. And I do recommend hitting Safari first thing or last thing in the day, because that's typically when all the animals will be out and roaming. Midday, when it's super hot, they typically stay in the shade. The wait time right now is 15 minutes, so let's go jump in single rider. So over here is where the lightning lane and standby entrance is, but if you look over here, this is where the single rider entrance is. And it does currently say it's open, so this is perfect for our day. And here we go. I just got off Mount Everest. It did take a little longer than I thought through the single rider, but it was still only 15 minutes, which is better than 50 minutes. It is midday, so honestly, you can't really beat that. If you leave Mount Everest and you walk straight, you'll come across this little stadium. This is so peaceful, and if you honestly grab a snack, there's a few places that you could come and eat, but this area is absolutely beautiful. And sometimes you'll see characters on a boat out here, and it's definitely just a really cool area just to sit and relax. Now we're gonna continue wandering around. I wanna find this area where a bunch of monkeys are hanging out at, but I'm gonna start making my way over to Africa where Safari is, and I wanna go to Rafiki's Watch. I'm in the mood to grab a Sprite, so I'm gonna grab one really quick. I don't know what it is about being at Disney, but it always makes me crave Sprite, so I'm gonna go grab one right now. All right, I just got my Sprite, and I think I hear some monkeys, so we're gonna take a little path this way and go and find them. So if you keep wandering around this path, you will find, please be respectful of our local wildlife. Right out here is where the monkeys hang out. I'm gonna try and find one. It's pretty hot right now, so they might be hanging out in the shade. There's also a few ducks in this pond, which are so cute. It looks like a baby duck too. Oh, there's 2 of them. Wait, there is a 3rd one. Oh my gosh, the wildlife to just take in at this park is amazing. Something else that I love that Disney does at Animal Kingdom is every area where you find wildlife, like the monkeys, they're not caged. Like, this area is open. So it's not like a zoo where I've heard that before. I think Disney is very respectful of their wildlife. Even if you go into the safari, they make each section for each animal and personalize it, which I love. And this area is really cool, but I am gonna hang out a little longer to see if I can find some monkeys. But if not, I'll try to make a trip back here and see if I could find some. But I can't see any at the moment. Here's another little duck walking around. I see one of the monkeys. They're hanging on the end. I don't know if you can see it because it's blending in pretty well. And then right here is the Cali River Rapids. That is currently closed for refurbishment, but I enjoy that ride, especially to cool off a little bit. But there is a possibility of you getting soaked. If you've ever been on the Popeye ride at Universal, it kind of reminds me of that, but not as long. So that ride is very quick, so if it's a long wait, it might not be worth it, but it is under refurbishment right now. Here's another fun area to check out. It's the Jungle Trek, where there's monkeys, dragons, and best of all, the tiger. If you follow along Disney at all, you've definitely heard the news that there is a baby cub tiger, so I'm really hoping I could see that today, and let's go check it out. First animal that we got to see is a Komodo dragon. That is so cool, and plus you have cast members explaining it and what their habits are, so it's really cool, and you can ask cast members for what's going on in their wildlife. Tigers are frequently encountered in the ruins ahead. In this one, there are bats, but you'll find them a lot hanging from the top. They could be super hard to miss, but I see one right there. And in here, we could get a better close-up of the bats. This is so cool. It says this way to close-up view of the bats. Let's follow the signs. In here you will find more lizards. This habitat is so cool. That area is actually closed off to see the bats right now. Let's continue on the trek because I really want to find the tiger. We're gonna continue up this area because I know we're getting close. We just entered the tiger habitat. If I was a tiger, I would love living here with the water. Do you see it? Oh, there it is walking. Okay, we have to go over there to get a closer look. Wait, this is so exciting. It just walked down, so I think it should be close to the glass.
What trouble is baby tiger?
That was so cool. So we did end up seeing the tiger, but we also got to see the cub, which was amazing, and everybody was surrounding it. So that was a lot of fun to see and encounter because tigers are absolutely beautiful. We're still on this jungle trek and we're gonna check out a few of the birds they have here. And I've already caught a little one walking around right now. This area in general is just a very beautiful area to take in and walk around, but there's so many birds that we're gonna find. In the air, you will see them flying around, and a lot of them will be in their little groups. Right here is a bunch of birds, but you gotta watch walking below it. And then they have this really cute waterfall right here. When you're walking in here, definitely watch your feet so you don't step on any birds because there are some that just walk around. But it's just such a beautiful area and all the sounds. I see a really pretty bird right behind here. There's so many colors. I see a few birds in the tree right here. I keep trying to catch birds and they just fly away. But here's a bigger bird coming up over here.
Got a big enough ego. Already thinks he is the gift of mankind.
He's so beautiful.
Don't stop that. Give him another
Look at the blue neck.
Yeah, poke out the ego.
I found a better section to see the monkeys. Here's it from another angle, but there's a monkey hanging out right up here, which is so cool. One thing I also love about Animal Kingdom, if you want to get any souvenirs, they have some of the coolest shops here, so let's check out a few things. We have some Yak and Yeti shirts, and these are long sleeves, but they look pretty light. This outfit's adorable. It's definitely something I would wear, and it looks comfy that you could wear it when it's warm out too. And this store smells so good. It smells like they're lighting incense, but this is a really cool shirt. I would love to wear this to Animal Kingdom. They also have a few souvenirs kids would love. These little dragons down here. This snake is pretty cool. It looks like a cobra. And then they have the little safari van as well. I was right, there's a whole section of incense right here. They have your names on them too. Oh wait, these might be chopsticks. I'm just kidding. These are chopsticks that have your name on them. Whoopsies, I had incense stuck in my head, so I really thought when I saw them. This is such a cool store. These little Buddhist statues that they have. And they also have this lotus flower. Oh, they have the sand that's supposed to be really relaxful and help with anxiety. They have a selenite crystal, which is a charging pad. Tree of Life. They also even have even more Tree of Life plants. Look at this little elephant. We have a section with a bunch of stuffed animals, and these panda bears are so cute. There's a little baby tiger that you can get. The store must be popular because it was super busy. I wanted to look at the jewelry, but I probably would have bought something, but a lot of people were looking at it. But I'll have to make a trip back to check them out. Here there's also a unique range of food items, especially with quick service. So if you're a picky eater, definitely check out the menus before you eat there. But if you love and have a big palate for eating, you'll love checking out these places. And what I'd recommend is splitting with your family so you could hit a whole variety of quick services. This is really cool. They have a bunch of different signs here. Keep Calm Meditation Center, but I love this. There's also another show over here. It's called Feathered Friends in Flight, so it's based on the movie Up. I like it. There's a bunch of birds, and it's a fun one to hit, but it's not one that I'd hit that often, maybe once in a while. It's not my favorite show, but it's still a very interesting show to watch. If you're afraid of birds, I would miss that because they have birds flying around the whole show. But it's honestly a good one to hit if it's your first time coming to Animal Kingdom and you're walking around and you see it and there's something to do. See, here we go. We have all the Up characters. Love how environmentally friendly Animal Kingdom is. Trees are sacred, respect and natural glory. I love that. About to see the Tree of Life again. There's a lot of different areas that'd be cool photo spots. Oh, this is a perfect opening for the Tree of Life. And the more you look at it, the more animals you can find on it. And it's just absolutely beautiful. Another popular area I know a lot of people like is the Harambe Market. Then right by the Harambe Market, this is one of my favorite hidden photo spots. It's this little Mickey and it's so cute and the sun hits it perfectly, so it's honestly one of the best photo spots to hit. And then right by it we have a little bike, and right next to it here's another really cool photo spot. We're gonna check out Zuri Sweets. It's celebrating the Lion King and see what they have to offer. This is another really cool shop. A lot of the home good products that you can get. I love the super simple colors that they have. I actually own this glass and it's my favorite one ever. Then over here we find more of the colorful mugs, some of the favorite Mickey and Friend characters. This is the cutest mug ever. I haven't seen this one yet. It says, "Tigger, is that you?" So cute. Oh, they even have wine in here. I never realized that, but that is so cool. This is so funny. Cereal Bad Boys. They definitely have a wide range of treats and sweets that you can select, and even more to the store connected to it. Now we have officially made it to Rafiki's Planet Watch. So we're gonna go on that. It takes you on this little tram train over, and if you listen, they're very informative and it's a really cool journey. And they also have a little petting zoo on this side. So I'm excited to check it out and see if I could draw something while I'm there in their animation studio. And this area over here is called the Harambe Railway Station, the Wildlife Express. And over here, we're gonna be going to the conservation station. They have a lot of reptiles, and that's probably one of my favorite parts to check out. So I'm really excited. Let's get on the Wildlife Express. That couldn't be more perfect timing. It's literally arriving as soon as I got here, so that's perfect. And here's a little train. If you look closely, they have some fun stuff on top. Definitely a lot of boxes and luggage for the travelers. I love this sign right here. It says, "Wild animal poaching is social evil." And the train is off, so I'm excited to see what we see on our way there. See, they're already talking, so listen to this.
Here, you'll discover a wide range of animal adventures.
See the safari over there. Here's a few of the signs.
You can learn to draw your favorite Disney.
I'm so excited to draw something and work with one of Disney's animators. Now we're coming up on the Elephant Care and Conservation, which is in this building right here. We have made it to Rafiki's Watch. And here it says the sketch times. The animation class starts in 2 minutes, so I'm trying to book it there because there is a little bit of a path that you have to take to get there. But I'm excited and I definitely want to try to catch this one. I'm excited to see what character it is too. If you see this building, that means you made it, and go inside for the animation class. Look how cool these walls are.
Hey, welcome to the Animation Experience! My name is Brian.
Experiences that inspire our guests and provide opportunities to join us in protecting our precious planet.
Really good. Find out where we're drawing Flick again. Take another Flick class.
I just finished drawing Flick at the animation studio. I think it turned out pretty good, and that class was so much fun. And then down here, there's so many cool things to find. In here, there's a very long snake in here. Then in here, there's a tarantula. And then in here, they have their mini zoo that you can walk around. This is a cool over here too. It's the pollination garden. I actually see a few butterflies flying around. This is beautiful. If you're in Animal Kingdom, definitely check out the animation studio. The animator that we had was so cool and funny, and I've done it one other time and he was really funny too. So definitely check it out. It's very good and amusing for the whole family, and they give kids crayons so they could just color in whatever they're drawing for the day, which I definitely love. Then when the Rafiki Watch train, over here is where you enter the safari line. So the safari wait time is at 45 minutes, and it also closes at 5:30, so that's when the last one will go. And then the Wild Africa Trek is right by too, the ultimate animal adventure. They also have animal tours you can book here. That's something else that I've been meaning to do, is that trek, because I've heard amazing things from it. So that's something I might do next time I come to Animal Kingdom. Like I said in the beginning, we have some more performers, so let's go check this out. And then over here is the Harambe Theater for the Festival of the Lion King. So many people love the Festival of the Lion King. I personally haven't watched it yet, That's another thing on my list to hit next time I come back to Animal Kingdom, because I've heard amazing things, so I definitely want to hit that show. Also, if you love Starbucks, this is probably one of my favorite Starbucks to hit out of all the parks. You will stumble upon it at the Creature Comforts. Here it is right here. I think I'm gonna go in and get a pastry because I have a $25 Starbucks gift card, so, and I'm hungry, so let's hit something. It smells so good in here too. I just got a bacon egg Gouda sandwich. These are so good. I was so close to just getting 2 cake pops, but I'm like, I should probably actually eat something, like a sandwich, so I'm getting that. And I was able to use my Starbucks app on my phone, so if you do have that, that's definitely another perk. Now we're just about to enter the world of Avatar. The crazy thing is, it's already 3:30, and we haven't hit all of the shows yet. We haven't hit all of the rides yet, and we've just been walking around and experiencing everything to do. So this is really a full park day. There's so much I want to do with so little time, it feels, but definitely come into Animal Kingdom. If you see an area where you can walk through and see animal sightings, definitely do that, because those are fun parts, and a lot of times they'll be in shade, so that's always a plus. And we didn't go through the Harambe. There's a trek where you can walk through like this Harambe area, and I didn't do that. That's over in the safari over by there, so there's so much to do here, but we're about to go experience Avatar. You can already tell by the sounds we're in Avatar, but these are so many cool photo spots here. Here's a very iconic one right here. And now we're about to come up on the floating mountain. And here there's like this little stream that goes down. And there's so many cool plants throughout this. We're about to cross a bridge and get a closer look at probably the coolest thing I've ever seen at Disney. And I can't even imagine all the effort that went into making this. So here it is, the floating mountain. That is so cool. And all the beautiful light fixtures as well. And then after you go through this gate, this is where you get to Flight of Passage. But look at how beautiful this is. I wonder how long it took to set up this area with all of the water. They even have the carnivorous plants. They're not Venus flytraps, I forget what they're called, but I know they're definitely carnivorous. It is just insane in this area. Now we're under it and really just taking everything in. And then right over in this section, you can see this is where the entrance is to Flight of Passage, and it's sitting at 75 minutes. And then when you keep walking straight down, that's when you run into Navi River Journey. That ride is fun, and it's a very chill ride if you want some AC, hang out, and it's very beautiful. It's nothing crazy, but it's definitely a good ride to hit. I think it typically sits less later in the day, so it's one that you could wait. Unless you're getting the lightning lanes, then I would definitely try to grab that. So right over here is the entrance, and it's sitting at 50 minutes right now, which honestly isn't too bad. I remember when Avatar Flight of Passage first premiered, it was crazy. It was sitting at like 6 hours. I can't imagine standing in a queue for that long, but it definitely was. That's when I was definitely jumping on the lightning lanes. Now I normally don't get it in Animal Kingdom, because if you hit it at certain points in the day, you could definitely get it at like 60 minutes. And 60 minutes is definitely worth it because the queue and waiting in line for it is really cool. It's just another experience. There's a part where you're actually in the lab and everything looks so realistic, and you actually see the Avatar in this tube with water, and it's crazy. I don't know how Disney did it, but they did, and they always impress me, so I can't even imagine. And over here looks like we have some eggs and this beautiful blue plant. I'm not going on those rides today, but I'll definitely be back one of these days to ride Avatar Flight of Passage because I missed that ride, and that ride is such a thrill and so much fun. If you've never been on Avatar Flight of Passage, but you have been on Soaring, Avatar is like a 2.0 version of that. Honestly, maybe even more like extreme than that, but it's definitely worth it. Here's a Lion King photo spot too. So cute. In that section too, a lot of times you will see a cast member standing there to get pictures, and I always like grabbing one right there. I always find it super cute. Me and my boyfriend went here one time to get our characters done, and it turned out so cute. If you have time, definitely hit that. I think we did ours black and white, and it turned out super cool. And I had Mickey ears on, and they even drew it at no extra cost. So I love doing that, but there's so many things to experience through here. Now I'm making my way out of the park, but there's still so much to experience. That's what I mean. Don't just look at Animal Kingdom that it's a half park day. just take it all in, especially if it's your first time going to Animal Kingdom. There's so many little things you will stumble upon, and look closely because there are little habitats for animals throughout the entire park. So it's not just all sectioned in one area, it is everywhere, and a lot of bridges to go over. Look down. The one time me and my sister saw a baby gator. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, follow along for more Disney content.